Hello, my loves. Trying to think. Gonna see if this works. Okay. I wanted to show here, but then I don't know if it's gonna work. I was trying to mess around with the like getting closer, and then yeah, it was like really close. So anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to day 2 of the vlogiversary. Vlogiversary. We are going to, I figured since I'm going to sit and work on my Unity washcloth that I would sit and do it with you. And so here is today's content. So anyway, I have this pattern recipe for your free viewing enjoyment. I don't have a color printer, so these were the samples that some of my Zoom auntie friends, and then I made a soap sack. See, I wish I had a color printer. These are like magnificent, but it was really fun when we did this for Rose Likes Crochet. But this picture right here is this. Belle is wrapped up in the washcloth holding my hook for me. So everybody say, hi, Belle. Our Belle Beauty is visiting with us. I was going to send her on her way, but I'm like doing Vlogmas. I need to email KK. KK, if you're watching this, can I keep her for the month, please? If not, I can send her on her way. We can do a bon voyage, but at least just until Saturday for the vlogiversary. So, yeah. May the 4th be with you. It's my 4-year anniversary. Yeah. Okay. So, here this is. There is not an actual tutorial for this as a washcloth. But the stitch tutorial I did showing you how to do this stitch that I found called it's called a mock bobble or a drop double. But I've seen drop doubles, you work in a like almost like mosaic, but this year it's like surface. It's like a surface double. I've seen MJ and Brianna Kay do something very similar, and they called it a surface double crochet. But for all intents purposes, I used that stitch for my Unity series. So there's a beanie. Yeah, there's things made with this stitch. So, and it really does some really cool texture work if you stack them. Now, I have also done it where I've staggered them. Like right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stack them on top of each other. But there was one that I did where I staggered what I'm about to do, and it was like spectacular. Spectacular, I tell you. All right. So I hope everybody's having a great day. This is definitely a work in progress for me. It's to sit here and chit chat and try to see, look, I'm doing a shawl. Did you see I went on autopilot? Oh, wait, this is like right in front of my bees. Oh, here we go. Warp drive activated. So silly. But I have some music playing in the background, and I would like to share with you that it is called Muse Space, and I found it on my, what is that, my video software that it's called CapCut. And I guess it's a lot of TikTokers use it, but whatever. It's really a very nice software, fiddle-diddle around with it a little bit. And it's fun. But right now, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I am doing a foundation half double crochet row. I don't like chains and then trying to go back into the chains. So I, whenever possible, will do a foundation, whatever it is, double crochet, half double crochet, whatever, single. And then, because if the pattern is very dependent on the fact that you have to be on the right or wrong side of the work, I'll just throw a row of single crochets to get me back to the right side of the work, or use a color change at that point. But I personally really love, because I'm working 2 rows at the same time right now. Just realized my camera isn't very close. Well, next time, maybe tomorrow, we'll stitch again together. I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow. But today, everybody was like, do a sit and stitch. And I was like, I've never really done that. And I was thinking of Crochet at Clock, Stephanie. Oh, I miss her. She was such a sweetheart. She did this setup where you could see her hands and her face at the same time. And I hope she returns. I just was checking. She's been away for like a year. She was the Snowball Express queen. We did those. That was a blanket drive we did for the Gary Sinise Foundation. It's the Gold Star recipients, and it's the families of fallen soldiers. They go to Disneyland for a week. It's very just inclusive. It's such a wonderful program. And after that virus that swept through the world, it locked it down. In fact, I had 2 blankets that I had sent in. One is amazing. I might even do it again. It's really fun. You work it in triangles, and it's like a what is that? Where you start at the corner and then it gets bigger, 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 and then you slip stitch and go on to the next. Anyway, it's called In a Tizzy. It's In a Tizzy, and I believe that is Kirsten Bishop, maybe. Ooh, I just forgot if that was In a Tizzy. I want to say is Kirsten Bishop, but I could be mistaken. But it is definitely called In a Tizzy. And it's a really fun, unusual construction if you're just tired of back and forth blankets, which I am. You'll notice I do a lot of from the center mandala style or granny square style. I hate to say granny square because what I do is not granny squares. It's more like a from the center, like a square mandala. Is I guess that's what you could say the beautiful things. To me, beautiful things is more, it's not, I wouldn't call that a granny, but the construction is from the center. I do those a lot. But when you need a rectangle, they're not as, you have to do 2 squares and add them together, or because they just don't, I guess you could without adding 2 squares next to each other to make the rectangle, but you don't start out the same. I've done one like that before, and you do 2 granny squares, or like 2 little daisy squares or the willow square or whatever. If you want one real decorative, you do 2 of them in the center, sew them together, and then you start going around the outside. It makes rectangle. So I've done that before too. This is definitely going to be content that is like squirrel, because I'm just chit-chatting while I'm creating. See, I just did that. So now, because I was chit-chatting through the whole thing, I'm going to come back and count. And that also gives me an opportunity, where's the camera, to show you. See, so that first little stitch right there, we don't count that. We want the one that's on top. And you can tell by the posts of how you're counting. So I'm on here. You know that that is like the first leg of your stitch. So we want this one that's on top. Feel free to put a stitch marker there. Here, let's just do it. I'm gonna mock this up with you guys. And this is what I do. If people are having hard time at the beginning and the end, this is what I did when I was learning. And that is to put a stitch marker in the stitch that you need to go into. So I'll come real close. I'll get this camera angle better next time. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Sorry, that is so backwards. It's this right here. Okay. Oops. I'm so much better when I'm live, I think, sometimes. Okay, so this first one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think I've got too many. I'm at 30 right there. All right, so this was for a 9 by 9. Oh, it wants 31. And then, holy crap, you guys, and that's exactly what I did, was 31. I swear to God, on the crochet Bible, did not. See. The crochet gods are forever in my favor. All right, so now I'm going to have this out for us because why not? Let's get started. So how else has everybody been? I hope that everybody's May is going to be, oh, we've got some stuff popping off. There's all kinds of stuff going on right now. I'm telling you guys, double dip, triple dip. I've even got some quad dips going on. And you know, of course, if a situation is going to tell you, you know, one entry per whatever, but I don't know how, I don't know. Someone told me I was a cheater. So, what? I'm a participator. You're a hater. Don't hate, participate. Whatever. Talk about mean people lately. Boy, there's been some mean people. Okay, let me just look at Linda, look at Linda. Okay, we are going to do a row of back loop single crochets. And from now my experience, you know what? Let's do some alterations. I can't believe I didn't grab a pen. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? No, I don't want that one. I need a pen that I want to write with. This one's good. This is my Z. I love it. It's got a little stylus on it. Oh, I could do that here too, huh? But it's better. It has a little stylus. This is a pen that I got from my Z. Zelda NRJ3. Oh my gosh. I've got all of the freaking Z swag. See, I like to show you this way. Okay, I'll show you this way. See, it's not as good. It's not as good. Oh my gosh. It is so backwards trying to do it. See, go slow movements. This is why I can't play video games sometimes. Oh, that's just absolutely terrible. Are you serious right now? Okay, it says yarn is life. I give up. That is the most awkward thing, you guys. When you see people fighting with the camera, it's because it's backwards. I was moving left, but to you guys, I'm moving right. That's so awful. You know, people are, I can't, where's the camera? That's why. So I got my pen. Let's wear my Yarn is Life pin today. So Z, you guys should go check her out. Because I'm talking about her so much, I'll link her in the bottom. That's my Z baby. Yarn is Life. I have her yarn too. She's got yarn too. But I used it. There it is in a beautiful blue. Isn't it beautiful? See, there it goes again, you guys. Brothers and sisters, I promise I'll get used to this. This is just the first time I've done this setup. I'm looking and I'm seeing myself go in two different directions. It's crazy. But this is from my CIA. She hand dyed that for us. And that's Crochet in Agreement. I gotta keep notes so I know who to tell you guys about. So my Z. And that's who's on Homie Nomi. When I held that up yesterday, I said, Yarn is Life, a keychain. So I got a button. I got a keychain. I got a pen. Pins. Pins to me are like most girls are with shoes. Like I have 2 pairs of shoes I wear. Maybe 3. Maybe 4. Pins? You don't want to know how many pens I have. There's nothing like a good writing pen though. Okay, we need to do that. Here I'm going to do the back loop, 3rd loop. So there's the tip. There's the tip. Is the back loop, 3rd loop. And that one, you know, I've used that in beanies before to stabilize, are those singles? Yeah, to stabilize in a beanie. But here we're gonna try it. I'm gonna fiddle diddle with my own pattern. Okay, in the first stitch I always do just a single crochet, just because I want that border to be easy to play around with. Okay, I'm just read real fast. Okay, And then I'm going to take the back loop and the third loop right there. You can see those two back there and do a single. Oops. Oh, is this not going to be a good hook for this cotton yarn? See, sometimes you may need to use a different hook because that little pointy is catching my threads. Okay, so there's my back. Ooh, I want to yarn over. Another way I do this is I use my hook, I pull that forward, and then I go back and I pull that forward and I grab that third loop, and then I grab them both at the same time. Use your hook. And then if you're ever having trouble getting into stitches, push up. It's like slack. I push up. I put tension and then use the hook to pull it through. I don't even know if that was even on camera, you guys. I'm so sorry. But we're just chilling. We be chilling. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to get a different hook. Yep. See this? Sometimes if you find that it's like it's not flowing, get a different hook. What do we got in here? I think in here, I need to get another one of these. I think I just put that. I can go grab one off of my wish list because I think I put a couple of them in there. What did I say? I'm using an H. 5mm. I'm grabbing my dot. This is my dot hook, which dots the tip is more like a clover, but it's long. Thank you, Nancy from She's Got Yarn. She told me about these hooks, and we get them. Oh yeah. Oh, did you just see that? Did you just see how smooth that went into that cotton? If I grab the right loop, and it's just, yeah. See, I needed this more rounded metal tip. See, sometimes cotton. So that's what I do sometimes. Instead of just chucking the yarn, also check your tension. I also heard a tip. I want to say it was Hooked by Robin, maybe? Oh, I just did a half double. See, did you see what I did, guys? I did half doubles. Where's Freddie? Sorry. Oh, he's upstairs. The frog. I think it was Hooked by Robin. And she talks about when you outside pull or you center pull, it's like it comes out of the yarn, cake, ball, whatever, it different, clockwise or counterclockwise. So if you notice that your yarn is getting almost like it's unwinding, change how you were pulling it. If you're center pulling, see if it makes a difference if you pull from the outside. And then what's another? Oh, tension. Tension is another one. Sometimes I'll wrap a second time and hold tighter tension, because if you hold tighter tension, the strands don't have a chance. But for me, it's a little more fiddly. Oh, that's because I grabbed that stitch below. See? I'll get back in the swing of it. I have to get back into the swing of this this stitch. Oops, see? We'll get cooking here in a second. The first rows of anything are always fiddly. Knitting. Oh my gosh, that's why I chucked the knitting several times, is because those first setup rows are always the poo-poo-doo-doo. Okay, you're being a fiddle-diddle. And sometimes yarn choice is everything. I want to use this. And I will get in a groove. Let's see, what else is going on? I am been working on a lot of things in the background and just things that had deadlines. So, I finally got a bunch of the mailing out. Oh gosh, you guys, I felt terrible. That is usually not my jam. That's usually not my jam, yo. You people, I'm like the first one. You win something, the last people with the patterns, I was barely off the live and you were receiving your patterns. I don't like that. I like you to not wait. But this last round, boy, that was something else. And I do apologize. There were people waiting for things from February. But don't get it twisted though. I was still creating. A couple of them I wasn't even finished until March. Yeah, so I'm really, really excited for the recipients to get their things, and I honestly am not one. If they don't want to show them, they don't have to. That's gifts are gifts. Oops, that one's all wonky jawed. Oh, did you guys? I was on a members only live, and there's some really interesting things that are coming. I'm so excited to see. There's some more beanies coming. Yeah, we've got some really what the heck is going on there? We've got some really wonderful projects coming. Spring has sprung. I have seen so many things I want to make. There's Juan's Chunky Monkey Market Bag. Cannot wait for that. And then there's a couple bucket hats I want to make. And it is the year of the bucket hat. Everybody's dropping bucket hats, you guys. It's so amazing to see so many different people being inspired by like our seasons and yarns that are in the industry. And I was a little shocked though to see some of the behaviors of people, being really nasty at designers that they thought were copying other designers. And what? Really? We're all spring has sprung. It's like time for spring projects, and you think that only one person's gonna think about doing a airy capelet or a beanie that's lacy or something that's done all in cotton or a bucket hat. I've seen like 4 bucket hats dropped in like just a few days. And yeah, there was some nasty comments on some things that were happening. And I was, about being copycats and stuff. And I was like, wow. And those are probably all the same people that came for people that were doing the pocket shawl. Do you guys remember the pocket shawl that everybody was doing? It popped up first on Instagram, I think, but then everybody was doing these pocket shawls. Well, I did a hooded pocket wrap. Mine was way different. It was like my very first design, and it was based off of a design, a painting that Lexi had done. I'd have to show that to you guys. I think it's right behind me, behind the Wizard of Oz curtain. But everybody was making them, and there was some people really, get your own design. Like not to me. Actually, people were very kind to me. But there was some other designers that were getting ugly comments about copycats and, things like that. And I was like, wow, you really, really think that only one person thought to put pockets on a big, big chunky scarf? Only one person. I was like, Bag a Day has 1 million subscribers. One has 30,000 subscribers. And you think out of that almost gazillion people that only one person thought about making a bucket hat right now? I was gonna, and I stepped away because I saw the horrible things people were saying. I was like, wow, really? Bad form. But yeah, anyway, we do strive as designers. I consider myself a designer now. For the longest time, I didn't consider myself a designer because these are recipes. They are far from perfect. The flow of things I had, of course, there's always the critics that will pick apart. Hey, what do you expect for free? It is a guide. I am not a beginner tutorialist. If you want a beginner, if you want beginner, then that's when you go to like Creative Grandma. All right, so I did my thing. This is a special stitch row. I'm on the wrong side? Oh, See what I forgot to do? The setup row. Because I wonder if that's why this is backwards. It is. Ooh, see, we're going to fix it right now. We're going to fix it right now. This needed a row of singles. But what I'm going to do to just get me to the other side, I'm not going to waste it. I am just going to throw in a row of single crochets real fast. So see right there. Watch, I'm going to get emails. There's going to be people. Oh, man. Dadgummit. No wonder nobody did this pattern because but again, hold on, I'm reading it. Give me grace, Lord, baby Jesus. Yep. Yep, that foundation. And that puts you to the other end. Yeah, see, I needed to do a row of single crochets, but I need it here right after the foundation. All right. Whatever. It's like I put a half a teaspoon instead of a quarter teaspoon of something, you know. So I'll fix it. I'll go and fix it on the website and stuff. I hope not too many people have gone over and fiddle-diddled with it. I wonder how long have I been on? This thing doesn't tell me. Oh yeah, it does. 26 minutes. Wow, really? And I've got 3 rows done? We was chit-chatting. See, Belle's like, psh, psh, psh. Get going. Get going. See, these are the wonderful rows where I should sit and talk to you guys. Those other ones, see, yeah, you know, whatever. That's what handmade slow fashion is, to allow us to fix it. And I know with the single crochet, all I have to do is pull up on my double a little bit, or maybe throw an extended double so it doesn't pucker, because I don't think I'll have the single crochet row again. Yeah, I will definitely mess with these camera angles. At least I got it to not echo. Don't want to miss my last one. Get on up. There. Now I can see my row of my little stripe. That is, I call it a snickerdoodle dirty coffee. It's a Black Rifle snickerdoodle, because it's not a snickerdoodle latte, because it's not made with espresso. It's made with Black Rifle coffee. And I think I've mentioned before, you know what, I never even realized that I didn't do this, but my husband and I are Black Rifle coffee subscribers. We get a monthly, actually we get 2 bags a month. We get a bag of calf and a bag of Silencer Smooth, and I mix them. And we accidentally created this mix, and I will tell you, it is like buttery, caramely, yummy, deep, rich. But it's got this buttery. I was like, what did you put in that? What'd you put in that? And he's like, nothing, just the normal stuff. And it was the coffee. Those 2 coffees together were delightful. So that's now what we do. But being members, I didn't realize, if any of you guys decide to, I don't know if it's become a member or a subscriber and have a monthly bag sent to you. They have mystery bags where you can have a mystery bag sent to you every month. Until you've tried them all, and then you can lock in for your monthly bag. I think you can do quarterly bags too. But if you guys reference my husband, we get a free bag of coffee. I was like, I did not know that. My husband was like, I hear you when they're telling people about Black Rifle, but did you tell them if they drop Terry Wood? T as in Tom, Terry WOOD. And we will get a thing. So yeah, buy me coffee. You can also buy me coffee. I got to buy me a coffee thing. It's down there in that description thing. Also in the about tab. But I really love, I honestly am liking the buy me a coffee thing so much better. They don't take as much. If you wink, wink between the lines and where I'm streaming right now. But they take a lot. But buy me a coffee, or just, I had someone also say they didn't want anyone to take anything from their blessing. And how could they send that to me? I do have a PayPal link. It's at the top of the webpage, creationsbyjax@gmail.com or creationsbyjax.com. And it is right at the top. It says, if you'd like to send me a blessing, here is my PayPal. Click it and you can send anything you'd like. And everything, of course, is appreciated. I'm a baby channel. If I ever got to 1 million subscribers, I would take all of that monetary help down. Because I won't need it. Right now, I'm a baby channel. Help me grow. Help me grow. And this cup, can you see that? It says Creations by Jax. And then it says Hat Not Hate. My Marcel Boo made me this cup. That's OVW, aka One Virtuous Woman. She does all of the resin things. She makes dominoes full. I need a domino set. I need a domino fitang. I need a twomp twomp. I love dominoes. So fun. That is delightful. We needed a break. All right. So next one I'm on. See, this is another thing that I like to do. I don't have my, you know what? I think I put it over here. I have this little, these are like amazing. This is one thing I think another thing I might do once, things start flowing and Creations by Jax is not in the red anymore, that I'm going to get, this is a magnet. It's a magnet. It was actually the very top of a calendar magnet that I got from Seta. It was Seta's place. It was for her calendar cal. And of course, the one that had her on it in her beautiful cardigan. I can't wait for her to get that pattern out. That was really cute. But that looked like that would have been, it would take forever. It's like a freaking blanket cardi. Ooh. Sometimes we don't want to develop things. Mark it. It's May 2nd. Blanket cardi. There's got to be someone that's done it. A blanket cardi. Would that would just be like like a swancho. No, but it's not a poncho. It's more like a ruana. I have to think about that. But anyway, I want to do, because I have an old school document feeder, like it holds documents for, doing that. And it has a little slide thing on that one, but it broke. So I use, it's a magnet. I have a magnet ruler and so I can keep track it like this one. But I thought that'd be really cool. It has Creations by Jackson have a ruler, but it needs to be at least, 11 to go all the way across the paper. Yeah, I want a Cricut. My niece made us some things this Saturday. Where am I? We're on the special stitch rub. My niece made us some things and with her Cricut. And so I went and I got these little bags. I don't know if I can show this way, if I can maybe do it better with something bigger. But yeah, see, so it's called a boat bag. And then this one is just a medium tote bag. I don't like it. Like a little, let me just throw it at you too. Medium tote bag. And she made me little iron-ons. And I wanted them like blam in your face, like so you could really see it. So she was like, well, how about construction yellow? Because like we like construction. In fact, she just got her carpentry license and she is part of the Carpentry Union 206, baby. So freaking proud of her. But anyway, You guys can't see what they say, but they say the beautiful things. See, that's the little things that make us happy, right? You guys. Says the beautiful things. So this weekend, one of the prizes, in fact, I'm going to work on them. Maybe that's what we'll do tomorrow. I'm going to put these all together. We are going to iron these on. And if it goes well, like I don't jacks it up. No, if I jacks it up, it's going to be marvelous. Going to get jaxed up. Then one of those bags is going to be a giveaway. And I'm thinking of putting a blanket quantity of yarn inside the bag for said winner, chicken dinner. So if you're here watching this, you just got a little snippet of what we're doing on Saturday. That's just a little more poco. All right, so let me remember what this is. It a half double? Yeah, half double in the first, drop double, half double in the next. Yeah, okay. So here we go. Did I do it? I can't remember if I told you guys to do a chain. Oh, it's over there. See this? You know what, you guys? This is actually kind of fun. I'm just developing this with you guys. And instead of just sitting here all by myself, I got to go back to my stitch and see if I told you guys drop double. Remaining loop from the single crochet. Yep, no, I don't really tell you. All right. I'm not a big chain one kind of person at the beginning of the row. I'm more of a just kind of pull up your loop just a little bit and then do your thing, because so many people, and me for so many years, I would accidentally go into that chain one. And so I just stopped doing it. If it's a double crochet, that's a little different. But if it's a single and a half double, I just pull up on that loop a little bit. But I'm going to do this just for intents and purposes to show that last stitch when we come back around to it. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it might pull, but in this instance, I don't think it's going to pull real bad. All right, so this would like for us to put in a half double crochet in the first and then a drop double. Okay, so the very first one right out of the cuff. And you can see, because this first one is, you can see it's the single because there's no front loop. The very next one, you can see that front loop. I like landmarks. Landmarks. And what I do is I yarn over and then I use the hook tip to grab that loop and then loosely, see, I pulled up on that. My loop is big, do a double crochet. Okay. And then the very next one, make sure, a lot of people were also telling me when we first were doing this one, I keep having too many stitches. You have to make sure to skip that one that we worked the surface of it. So you can also tell this from this next front loop goes straight up and it's the one above it. So in there, it has to be a half double because we need that third loop. Okay. So, and that's what then we skip that one and then go to the next surface. Oops, let's make that a little bigger. Yeah, this is fun. Belle's over there chilling, having a little nap. The kids were up in the rafters up there partying all night. You can see we got to name the newest Imkin. I don't know if you guys can see that. For me, it's tiny, but he's hanging there. He's like trying to get Apple, which you can see Apple is inside the bag, kind of hanging there. He's like, come on, let's go out. Come on. She's like, boy, you better go on get. Silliness, silliness. Let's see, what else are we going to be doing? We got the bag. we got, I think I might do, I love, love, love to do the mystery bags from Little Knits. I want to play some games because, you know, shall we play a game? Yes, we shall. And I don't know if I'm going to have any guests. I don't know. This is not, it's like not the traditional podiversary kind of situation going on. I know a lot of people are doing, you know, they do big giveaways and a big live and all of that. And I just have so much going on right now. I'm just kind of trying to incorporate all of that into, you know, the vlogiversary and then every day in May. So you guys are going to see treats. Wink, wink. And because I do not want to have to throat punch a troll, okay? So just stay tuned. Y'all know I don't do anything halfway. I mean, there's going to be some really fun things all month long. And I don't know if anybody wants to participate in that, if you've got some things that you'd like to share with my subscribers and my members if they want to bless anyone. That would be fantastic too. Oh yeah, definitely gonna fix that camera angle. See, it's just like right here. If I pull this down any further, you can kind of see it. But I feel like I need to be closer for that. Okay, but we'll see. I'll see how this goes and we'll play around with it. But anyway, let's see what else. Oh, May 7th is my, will that be the 19-year anniversary? But we've been together 23. I don't have enough fingers and toes left. Busy, busy month. Holy moly, yeah, busy month. Mother's Day. We got Mother's Day coming too. Yeah, I got married on Mother's Day weekend. It was beautiful. That's a cute story. If you guys want to hear a story. Want to hear a story? So my husband and I were together for 4 years. And no pregnancies. We had Lexi. We were like, all right, that's good. I'll chalk it up, you know, thought maybe whatever. And he asked me to marry him about 4 years later, or 4 years into it. And I always wanted a winter wedding. And so I'm planning this beautiful winter wedding. I wanted fire pits, and if it rained, even better. We would have tents and things. And I wanted a winter wedding. I was praying for, you know, rain or cold weather so we could have fires and stuff, bonfires, pits. And I'm planning things, and comes around, you know, he asks me in November. He actually asked me to marry him, unbeknownst to him, on my father and stepmother's wedding anniversary, November 11th. And so that was another sign. There's all these signs that the universe was frapping upon my melon to say, I sent you him. This is just for you. And so anyway, February comes around. It's almost birthday time, and I do not feel good. Took a pregnancy test. I was like, come again? I took 2 more. Called him. He's driving a mixer truck, bouncing around in the deuce, 6 deuce. And I said, what are you doing? He's like, driving in the 6 deuce. What's you doing? And I said, well, you might want to pull over. And he was like, oh my God, is everything okay? Is Lexi okay? Of course, first thing, is Lexi okay? Yeah, Lexi's fine. Lexi's fine. Okay, all right, I pulled this big Bertha to the side. What's up? Are you all right? Or what's up? What's up? I said, well, I need to tell you something. And he giggled, goes, what, are you pregnant? I was like, yeah. And he was like, okay. So, okay, what is it? No, yeah, pregnant. So that was shocker of the century. And that is brought us rain. So funny. And then what happened was my November wedding turned into a May wedding. Rain was born November 1st. Almost had him on Halloween. It was just hours shy of Halloween. Now that, Rain's like, I wish you could have just bared down, Mom. I was like, honey, you are a 10-pound baby. My little body could not get you out. So, yeah, emergency C-section. All right, so let's see. Then, we just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But like I said, I do not think that I now need to use, yep, front post. Yeah, I messed that all up. That whole section. Let me take some notes for a second. I've been here for 45 minutes. Do you mind if I take some notes? I should have used the pencil. Oh, that's broken. Okay, so I came in through here. I did that. See the design process, y'all? The design process. It's real. I mean, this pattern has been out for 3 years. Whoops. Grace, give me grace. All right, so that first one, then we did that. We did this one, and this is where the repeat is going to start. Okay. But I need to add that row. See, I messed up by putting that there. I need a row of single crochets there to get us. See, if someone ends up not using the foundation and you just do chains, then you would omit that. See, that's why it's like people that don't want to do foundation, but they want to do chains. It's like if I'm writing my pattern with the foundation double crochet or foundation start, it like throws off the whole pattern if I put in, and I think because that's what I did. Originally, I had both options there. Yeah, yeah, see, or 33. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't work so much. Starting to warm up finally. It's 59 degrees. Let's see. All right. Yeah, sorry guys. This definitely has some errors in it. All right, I'll fix that tonight and then I am going to I'll put a new one up. But for now, I'm just gonna, I know what, it's a 2-row repeat. So if you're doing this with me, yeah, here's the 2-row repeat right here. We are going to just pull up my loop a little bit and do a half double. And then I'm going to take the 3rd loop and the front loop and do a half double. 3rd loop, front loop. See, that's what threw me is that last one. Didn't I do a back loop? I was doing back loop. That's what I need to write. Sorry, let me do that real fast. This first beginning, the very first one, this is back loop, single crochet. Okay, I'll fix that. Thank you guys for being patient. Grab my 3rd loop, grab my front loop. Now, you guys don't have to do what I'm doing here. You could just grab the 3rd loop. You could just grab the front loop. I like to grab them both because it makes the stitch a little more solid. Instead of it pulling on that one strand, this really helps it to not, separate as much. And I like the fabric that it makes too. Let's see, what else shall we? I've got, let's see, I think Juan has got another pattern that's dropping. So happy for that. And I'm looking forward to, we've been discussing in Zoom, him bringing back the wheel. And he had some with Hooker versus Hooker and getting the bod auction blankets. And now that both of those things are darn near done, this Saturday after the vlogversary, I believe it's at 3 o'clock my time. I will throw it on the community tab, the live. If not, Lala over at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farm Animals has it back up again, or it has the live up already. So you can go check that out to see who wins. We need calling all cars. We need all the supporters to come into the chat because y'all are the ones that are going to vote who wins. This is not a popularity contest. We need y'all to really pick the best project, not, or the best foe, not the best, like your most favorite person. We really want the creation to win, not the creator. And let's see. Yeah, Hooker versus Hooker was fun. That's with Jan the Alaskan Crafter and Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. And they pit a subscriber and a content creator against them. So the two of them go against a subscriber and a content creator. And 2 other people are chosen to select the colors of yarn you can use and the project. So, I mean, we've had a wall hanging, a bag. I picked a bag. A bowl with 3 items. This one, I think that they just started working on yesterday, is a baby item. Anything that is pertaining to a baby. So that can be anything from an amigurumi to a sweater. But it has to be only one item. Like if you make a baby set, you can only enter like the sweater. You can't, enter the whole set. You can show it, but you'll only be judged on one item. Let's see. They can use embellishments, I believe, maybe? No. I don't. You'll have to go over and watch. They detail it all. We have Elaine Brown, which we call her Puddin'. She is the official rule keeper. So she always breaks that down, you guys. But it's fun. Oh, and then my month, when I was the content creator, we made a plant. And I made a little, it's kind of like I called it an earth sprite. It looks like a potted plant with African violets. But then you pull the pot down and it becomes a dress, and then it's a little girl. It's a little woman sprite, and her hair is all of the foliage, and then the flowers look like a little like the top of her head. It's really cute. But I couldn't use white, so she's solid brown. And I was like, oh, she's a woodland. At first it was woodland sprite. And I was like, no, she's an earth sprite. She's like dirt. Oh, speaking of Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farm Animals, she is doing the National Egg Month. And she wants people to send her amigurumi eggs with something inside. That's been oh my gosh, we pummeled her one year. She was unboxing, and the one I made he was a little orange monster, and you put the little those little poppy Easter egg that you put candy inside of it, and it had 2 little teeth and one little eyeball. And then there was a bunch of stuff inside of it. I had some, it was like a skillet with an egg in it, a chicken, a bunch of stitch markers that Rose Likes Crochet made for me that I put inside. So this year, she's doing the National Egg Month, and I think she's already on day 2. I've got to go watch. I've been really busy doing a project for a very dear friend of mine who just needed some help. So I'm a ghost stitcher for the Blanket Brigade. There's blanket brigades everywhere. So hopefully I'm almost done with the first one. There's 2 of them that I have to do. And I am going to be finished with that soon. I'm so excited. It is a hodgepodge. There's a couple of them. I'm like, you guys really? What? Where am I? There's this lacy one. I'm like, watch, I have to do something to it to be able to put it into the blanket. But it's beautiful. You know, it's like a Bavarian lace or whatever, that Bavarian stitch. In a roving yarn. It looks like it's mandala roving, but it's so ruffly that I'm like, how am I going to put this in? So I'm going to have to alter the edge a little bit, like add a border around it so I can get it to lay right in this project. I'm determined. At first I was just like, oh, I'm just going to have to omit this one. And I was like, well, it's the kind of square that if I omitted it, the person that designed it or that sent it would know. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I mean, this is a charity blanket. And so if there's a will, there's a way. I'm going to try my darndest to find a way to get this square into this blanket. It's really, there's only 2 of them that are like that. I'm really going to have to do some decrease something. I don't know. Because like I said, they're very lacy on the edges. And then I thought, oh, maybe I could put them on the edge, but then that's with all the straight edges, it's not going to look right. It won't lay. So we will see. And I'll look forward to showing you. Because at first I told my friend to, he doesn't have to tell anybody that I'm doing it. Just let me help him. He doesn't have to put it out there. And I could see when he was talking about it, he was like, he wanted to say who was doing it. I love you, my sweet boy. But yeah, so anyway, I know you guys will end up finding out who's who, what, where, when. Secret squirrel. Just mind your own. Worry about your own self. Rain, when they were very, very small, used to say that. Rain, what are you doing? Worry about your own self. You'd hear from the room. I'd be like, uh-oh, that means they're into something. So funny. But now we say that like, fix your face. You better fix your face. That's when we're in public and they're acting up. My kids really didn't do that, though. My kids were good in public. I was very blessed. Okay, that maybe I didn't pull that. I pulled that a little too big right there. But that's okay, because this is for me. Still chipping away. Where are we at? Oh, we're almost an hour. So maybe I'll stop and just keep these right around an hour every day. But you can see what a beautiful situation. Let me get the pattern away. Maybe that'll help. That is making. You can see this little ridge. It makes a little ridge. Yeah, so excited about them. I love working on. I'm gonna fix this though. Sorry guys, but I think that will be it for today. This was really cool though, having where you can see my hands and I'm talking and we're just chilling. I think we might, I don't know if we're gonna bag any yarn or do things like that. We will definitely do a what you whipping on. We're gonna make those bags. Once we're finished with this one skein thing, it's a one skein thing. One skein thing, it's a one skein thing. We will maybe work on my nanner. I thought maybe we would pull forward my nanner's hat. And it's got braids. And I did this in cotton. It's like a ribbon cotton though. It's like, where is my thing? Can I do it here? I can see. They are. Find it. There it is. Focus. But see how they're like little ribbons? But cotton, I think I got this from Reggie. J Hook. But it's really, really like cool and it's airy and it's 100% cotton and I have braids. Get my braids down to the flow. And yeah, Nancy did hers. It was for breast cancer awareness. And we put, so it looked like you would have braids. I thought that was really sweet. If someone doesn't have hair. And you can reduce the double crochets that we did to half doubles or singles especially if it's someone that's going through chemo. They may not want all the, because this is very holy and very airy. And I told Nancy, look, it doubles as a bag. You could tie this together some. I don't know. I was like, look, it doubles as a bag. Maybe we'll do, yeah, I thought maybe we'll do that one. I do have some other cotton that I pulled. It was some cotton that I had left over from Gary at Urban Yarn. I made him a hug. And I have some of, it's that KC cotton or CK cotton or whatever. It's right here. I might as well I just move over and grab it. KC. The KC cotton. And Juan was just talking about this one. And he was saying how this dark blue right there got all over his hook in his hands. And I was like, well, I made an entire, wait, which one is this? This is Iditarod. That's not the same color that he had do that. Iditarod. That's not the ball band for this one. This one's green. But I had done these and I didn't have a problem. But then again, I didn't I didn't launder it because it was, you know, I knew that it was very clean. And let's see that now I mean 99% of things that I send out I will launder first, just learning in the industry, especially because you want to know what's going to happen to it if you launder it. In fact, there was a shawl that I sent out. In fact, Mishi, yours is coming, your package, and it's landscapes, and it's very pilly, and I wanted to get your package out. So, but again, yeah, gotta be careful with that one. Do not put that in the dryer. That will just disintegrate. I could imagine how that one would not, you barely brush it. I really, after I was finished, I wished I wouldn't have used that yarn, but the colors were everything. It is a cape. Mishi, if you're washing this, babe, you think I made you a cape. That's really cool. Heavy though. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for tonight. It is, well, not tonight. I did this on my lunch break. I'm having lunch with you guys. So, because this evening is all blanket. It's all granny squares. I'm trying the new belt. It's a Hook by Robin, where you have all your squares and you go, what do you go? You go up, over like this, and then you start going like this over the squares, and you go this way, and then you go up over, and then you go this way, and it's really coming together nicely. And I can adjust for the squares that don't fit just right. I don't know if I could say one thing, guys, you know, because I know, you know, it's everybody wants to send the most magnificent square, but you know, when people are asking for granny squares and stuff to make projects with, like they want to put all the squares together, think about how that person is going to sew all of those together. If you make a really intricate border around the edge, you got to remember she, all of us, we have to sew all of that together. So you want to leave it so it's easy for the person to sew them together. So putting a border around a granny square that's going to be sewed into a blanket, you don't do that. Leave it raw, because that allows us to add that last row so we can sew them all together or crochet them all together. And these elaborate squares are beautiful, but really specifically, if they say a 6-inch square, don't send a 12-inch square, or they can't use your square. It won't be cohesive. So, you know, be mindful when you're participating in these things, that, you know, the person is going to need to sew that together. I mean, the more random, like right now, it's like the more random. I love how there's some that are real elaborate, you know, like mandala style, and then there's solids. Because I've been going mandala solid, or like butterfly solid, bumblebee solid, flower solid. And it allows that blanket to flow a little nicer, I believe. And my preciseness, it's, I don't want to know if it's stitch OCD or what, but the ones that are absolutely clashy colors, it's really hard for me. I had to tell Terry, come look at this, because my eyeballs are going crazy with all of these colors, like going like that together. And he goes, no, actually, that really looks scrappy. And I was like, scrappity doo dah. It was fantastic. So I needed that. What is it? The coming out of my comfort zone with things being symmetrical. That, yeah, that's a hard one for me. Granny squares or granny square blankets that are not symmetrical. I'm very symmetrical, you know, like the four corners have to be the same. But I know these scrappy grannies are not. That's how they're supposed to be. It's like a scrap quilt, I think is what they were likened after. But all right, so I will bid you guys a fond doo-doo. This has been definitely out of my comfort zone, but I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I'll fix this. And then Belle is about to need to go fly up there to the flowers, and now she's going to get up on some lavender. It has been wonderful having her here with me. And thank you, K&K Crochet, for allowing me to have her here. You guys, they are doing a hat drive over there at K&K Crochet for the Bumblebee Mountain Outreach. So go check them out. We made hats, and when I think when Belle goes out, the hats will go out. Got a pretty big, I got a bucket. I added a few more too. I cannot stop. No, but really, I have stopped making hats for a minute. All right. Make all of the beautiful things, and I will see y'all tomorrow. And yeah, be kind to one another. Make all of the beautiful things. Okay, where's my? Homie know me for this setup. Okay.